It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on the Jaguars, leader at quarterback. He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, next on Madden Football.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now
fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
that kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So from the 37, here's second and a couple.
Off play action. Olsen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Olsen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy, he'll go up top here for Hamler.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing.
He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But the defense sells out to stop him. That opens up their passing game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Jaguars at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Operating from the gun, Olsen.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Try to get that one to Chris Olave.
And it's third down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Olsen.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Purdy now on 2nd down. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Hardman on the return.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Olsen.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Olsen. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Hughes. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hughes. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Olsen. And that is incomplete here.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his first touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, it's Hughes. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hughes. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hughes.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Good catch in there. Kicking.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Olsen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to the Porter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. McCaffrey running up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Olsen. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Again, it's Johnson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Olsen. He finds Watson. It's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Olsen.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the touchdown Jaguars. DJ Chark, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stiff-armed him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Purdy bootlegging it. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Purdy sets up to throw again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
2-2 Atwell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Olsen. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to throw. Olsen. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Purdy. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive. Olsen got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Olsen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw left side, caught by LaPorta.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here's Hardman to return.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd down, Olsen over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
Down at the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Olsen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Olsen.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Houston.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense offense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on second down. Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's going to try and take off with it.
Fights loose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the